The arrival. The sky burned crimson as the Kraxar invasion fleet breached Earth's atmosphere. Their massive ships, dark and ominous, blotted out the sun over major cities across the globe. Humanity, long accustomed to being the dominant species on their pale blue dot, found themselves facing an enemy beyond their wildest nightmares. In New York City, Dr. Samantha Chen of the United Earth Defense Initiative, UEDI, stood atop the observation deck of the Empire State Building. Her eyes, usually filled with scientific curiosity, now reflected fear and determination as she watched the looming alien vessel. The wind whipped her dark hair around her face as she spoke into her comm device. "This is Dr. Chen to all UEDI units. Prepare for immediate engagement. I repeat, prepare for immediate engagement." As she issued the order, Samantha couldn't help but feel a pang of dread. The UEDI had been established just 3 years ago, when the first signs of alien life were detected, but nothing could have prepared them for this. The Kraxar had appeared seemingly out of nowhere, their technology far surpassing anything humanity had ever seen. Across the Atlantic in London, Captain Jack Harper hunched over his tactical display in the basement of MI6 headquarters. His fingers flew across the holographic interface as he attempted to coordinate Earth's meager defenses. Sweat beaded on his forehead, his thick-rimmed glasses sliding down his nose. Come on," he muttered, watching as the alien ships systematically destroyed Earth's satellite network. A sudden ping from his system made him sit up straight. "Got it." He keyed his comm link. "This is Captain Harper. I've mapped their attack pattern, patching it through to all UEDI channels now." As the alien formations filled the screens of every UEDI operative, a chill ran down the spines of Earth's defenders. The Kraxar weren't just invading, they were executing a carefully orchestrated plan to cripple Earth's infrastructure. In Washington, D.C., General Maria Ramirez stood in the Pentagon's war room, her weathered face set in grim determination. Holographic displays showed the positions of alien ships worldwide, vastly outnumbering Earth's defenses. "Status report," she barked. A young lieutenant responded, her voice quavering slightly. "Ma'am, our conventional forces are engaging the enemy, but it's not good. Our most advanced fighters are being swatted out of the sky like flies. Ground-based weapons are having minimal effect on their shields." Ramirez's jaw clenched. She had feared this would be the case. Humanity's best technology was child's play compared to what the Kraxar brought to bear. But she had one last card to play, a card that even most of Earth's leaders didn't know existed. She picked up a secure phone, dialing a number known only to a select few. "This is Poseidon Actual. Initiate Operation Deep Strike. Authorization code: Triton Zulu 997. Thousands of feet beneath the surface of the Pacific Ocean, in a top-secret facility known only as the Trench, alarms began to blare. Commander Zoe Rodriguez, head of Earth's clandestine underwater fleet, snapped to attention. She'd been waiting for this call since the invasion began. "All hands, battle stations," she shouted, her voice carrying through the facility's intercom. "This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill." The trench came alive with activity. Personnel rushed to their posts as massive hangar doors began to open, revealing sleek, dart-like vessels unlike anything seen in Earth's known navies. These were the culmination of decades of secret development, ships designed not for ocean warfare, but for space combat. As the underwater fleet prepared to surface, the situation above grew dire. In Moscow, the Kraxar had begun their ground assault. Sergeant Alexei Volkov crouched behind an overturned car, plasma bolts sizzling past his head. "We can't hold them," he shouted into his radio. "Request immediate air support." But no air support was coming. Earth's air forces were decimated, struggling to even slow the alien advance. Alexei watched in horror as a Kraxar walker, a 3-legged monstrosity bristling with weapons, stomped down the street, crushing everything in its path. Back in New York, Samantha Chen led a desperate defense of the city. UEDI troops fought valiantly, but they were hopelessly outgunned. As she directed her forces from a mobile command center, a Kraxar dropship suddenly loomed overhead. "Incoming," she yelled, diving for cover as the alien craft opened fire. The command center exploded in a ball of fire, scattering debris across the street. Samantha pulled herself from the wreckage, ears ringing. She looked up to see a Kraxar warrior standing over her, its insectoid face twisted in what she could only assume was a sneer. It raised its weapon, ready to fire. But the shot never came. A blinding beam of energy lanced through the air, vaporizing the alien instantly. Samantha blinked in disbelief as a sleek, unfamiliar craft zoomed overhead. It was unlike any human or Kraxar ship she'd ever seen. Similar scenes played out across the globe. Just as all seemed lost, a new force entered the fray. Ships burst from the oceans, their hulls gleaming with an otherworldly sheen. They engaged the Kraxar vessels with weapons that seemed to bend the laws of physics, tearing through alien shields like tissue paper. In London, Jack Harper stared at his monitors in shock. "What the bloody hell is that?" he whispered, watching as the unknown ships turned the tide of battle. General Ramirez allowed herself a small smile as reports flooded in. "That, ladies and gentlemen," she announced to the stunned war room, "is humanity's ace in the hole. Our underwater fleet, hidden from the world and our enemies until this very moment." The Kraxar, caught completely off guard, found that easy conquest turned into a desperate struggle. Their communications, once filled with confident battle plans, now crackled with panicked orders and cries for retreat. Commander Rodriguez's voice rang out across all human channels. "This is Commander Rodriguez of the Earth Deep Space Navy to all UEDI forces. Hold the line. Reinforcements have arrived." As the battle raged on, humanity began to push back against their would-be conquerors. The secret fleet, armed with technology reverse-engineered from a crashed alien ship decades ago, proved to be more than a match for the Kraxar armada. In orbit, massive space stations began to emerge from the depths of Earth's oceans, their true purpose finally revealed. These weren't underwater habitats, but launch pads for humanity's real space force. Samantha Chen, having commandeered one of the new ships, found herself leading a squadron against a Kraxar mothership. The alien vessel, easily the size of a small city, loomed before them. "All wings, report in," she called, her hands steady on the controls of the unfamiliar craft. Red 2 standing by. Red 3, ready to kick some alien ass. Red 4, let's show these bugs what humans are made of. Samantha allowed herself a grim smile. "All right, people, let's make Earth proud. Attack formation Delta, engage." The human ships swarmed the mothership, their advanced weapons penetrating its defenses. Explosions blossomed across its hull as Samantha and her team exploited every weakness they could find. On the ground, the tide had turned. Alexei Volkov, reinvigorated by the arrival of the secret fleet, led a counterattack against the Kraxar ground forces in Moscow. The alien walkers, once unstoppable, fell one by one to concentrated fire from reverse-engineered energy weapons. As the battle for Earth reached its crescendo, the Kraxar command ship appeared in low orbit. It was an enormous city-sized vessel that dwarfed even their motherships. General Ramirez knew that this was their chance to end the invasion once and for all. "All available units," she ordered, "concentrate fire on the command ship. Bring that monstrosity down." Earth's combined forces, the conventional military, the secret fleet, and even hastily armed civilian vessels, converged on the Kraxar flagship. The space around Earth lit up with weapons fire, a dazzling display of humanity's desperation and determination. In the command ship's bridge, the Kraxar Supreme Commander chittered in disbelief. His species had conquered countless worlds, but none had ever resisted like this, let alone pushed them back. "Impossible," he chittered in his native tongue. How could they have hidden such power from us? As if in answer, a massive volley of fire from Earth's forces struck the command ship. Alarms blared as systems failed across the vessel. The Supreme Commander gave the order he never thought he'd have to give. All forces, retreat. I repeat, all forces, retreat. The humans have won this day. The Kraxar fleet, once so confident in their superiority, fled Earth's orbit in disarray. Cheers erupted from every corner of the globe as humanity realized they had done the impossible. They had repelled an alien invasion. In the aftermath, as the dust settled and the extent of their victory became clear, humanity found itself changed. They were no longer alone in the universe, and more importantly, they were no longer helpless. General Ramirez addressed the United Nations, her words broadcast to every corner of the planet. Today, we have proven that humanity is not to be underestimated. We faced annihilation and emerged victorious. But this is only the beginning. The Kraxar will return, and there may be other threats lurking in the depths of space. We must be ready. We must be united, for we have taken our first steps into a larger universe, and we will face it head-on, as one people, the people of Earth. As the general's words rang out, Samantha Chen stood on the observation deck of one of the orbital stations, looking down at the blue marble she had fought so hard to protect. Beside her, Jack Harper and Alexei Volkov joined her, all three of them contemplating the future. "So," Jack said, breaking the silence, "what do you think they'll throw at us next?" Samantha turned to her companions, a determined glint in her eye. "Whatever it is, we'll be ready. Humanity has shown what it's capable of when pushed to the brink. We're not just going to defend our world, we're going to reach for the stars." As they looked out at the vast expanse of space, now both a source of threat and promise, one thing was clear: humanity's greatest adventure was just beginning. The galaxy had underestimated them once. It wouldn't make that mistake again. The quantum offensive. 6 months after the failed Kraxar invasion, Earth buzzed with an energy unlike anything in human history. The revelation of the Deep Space Navy had catapulted technological progress forward by decades, if not centuries. But even as humanity celebrated its victory, a grim reality set in. The Kraxar would return, and Earth needed to be ready. In a sprawling underground complex beneath the Gobi Desert, Dr. Samantha Chen stood before a holographic display of the Milky Way. Her eyes, enhanced with cutting-edge neural implants, scanned the swirling stars within human speed. "LIA, run simulation Delta 9 again," she commanded. The AI assistant's soothing voice filled the room. "Certainly, Dr. Chen. Initiating quantum battlefield projection." The hologram shifted, stars blurring into streaks of light as it zoomed in on a region of space near the Orion Arm. Thousands of ship signatures appeared, the projected Kraxar invasion fleet. Samantha's enhanced mind raced, processing tactical data faster than any unaugmented human could dream of. The neural implants were just one of many gifts reverse-engineered from the Kraxar technology. Humanity had learned quickly that to survive in this new era, they needed to evolve. "Dr. Chen," AOI interrupted, "General Ramirez is requesting your presence in the war room." Samantha nodded, her implants already bringing up the general's bio and latest mission reports. "On my way." As she strode through the facility's gleaming corridors, Samantha marveled at how quickly humanity had adapted. The complex, known as Nexus, was a testament to human ingenuity and the power of unity. Scientists and soldiers from every nation worked side by side, driven by a single purpose: survival. The war room was a hive of activity when Samantha entered. Holograms flickered, showing everything from ship schematics to alien star charts. At the center stood General Maria Ramirez, her weathered face now adorned with faint, glowing lines, evidence of her own neural enhancements. "Dr. Chen," Ramirez greeted, her voice carrying the weight of command. "What's the status of Project Bifrost?" Samantha's implants immediately pulled up the relevant data. We've made a breakthrough, General. The quantum entanglement drive is ready for its first full-scale test. A murmur of excitement rippled through the room. The quantum entanglement drive, or QED, was humanity's answer to faster-than-light travel. It promised not just to level the playing field with the Kraxar, but to tilt it in Earth's favor. Excellent, Ramirez nodded, because we're going to need it. Our deep space probes have detected Kraxar activity in the Epsilon Eridani system. They're building something big, possibly a superweapon. The room fell silent as the implications sank in. Epsilon Eridani was over 10 light-years away. With conventional propulsion, even at its fastest, Earth's fleet would take years to reach it. How long until the QED is combat-ready? Ramirez asked. Samantha's mind raced through calculations. If we push it, 2 weeks. But General, we haven't even done a manned test yet. The risks are necessary. Ramirez cut her off. Humanity doesn't have the luxury of caution anymore, Doctor. We strike hard, we strike fast, and we strike first. As if on cue, the facility's AI chimed in. Attention all personnel. Operation Quantum Spear is now in effect. This is not a drill. The next 2 weeks were a blur of activity. The Deep Space Navy's flagship, the DSS Horizon, was outfitted with the experimental QED. Samantha found herself working around the clock, fine-tuning the drive and running countless simulations. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. On the bridge of the Horizon, Samantha stood beside Captain Jack Harper, whose quick thinking during the invasion had earned him command of humanity's most advanced vessel. All systems check out, Captain, Samantha reported, her implants interfacing directly with the ship's quantum core. QED is online and stable. Jack nodded, his own enhanced eyes scanning the readouts. Crew is ready, Doctor. Let's make history. With a command from Jack, the Horizon detached from its orbital dock. The ship's sleek, almost organic design was a far cry from the clunky vessels of just a year ago. Incorporating Kraxar biotech, the Horizon was as much a living entity as it was a machine. Initiating QED in 3, 2, 1, Samantha counted down. The universe seemed to hold its breath. Then, with a flash of blue light, the Horizon vanished from Earth orbit. For a moment, Samantha felt as if her consciousness had been stretched across the cosmos. She saw impossible colors, felt the pull of distant stars, heard the whispers of realities beyond human comprehension. Then, as suddenly as it began, it was over. The view screen showed an alien star system, Epsilon Eridani. My God, Jack whispered. We did it. 10 light-years in the blink of an eye. But there was no time to celebrate. The ship's sensors immediately picked up Kraxar activity. A massive structure loomed in the shadow of the system's second planet, a weapon that dwarfed anything seen in the invasion of Earth. Battle stations, Jack ordered, snapping everyone back to reality. Activate stealth systems and begin scanning that monstrosity. As the Horizon maneuvered closer, its advanced sensors penetrating the Kraxar defenses, Samantha's blood ran cold. Captain, this isn't just a weapon. It's a planet killer. They're planning to reduce Earth to atoms. Jack's face hardened. Not if we have anything to say about it. Weapons, target their primary power core. Let's show these bastards that humanity's got some tricks up its sleeve. The Horizon decloaked, its sudden appearance catching the Kraxar completely off guard. Before the aliens could react, the human ship unleashed a barrage of quantum-tipped missiles, another product of Earth's technological leap. The superweapon's shields, designed to withstand the power of a star, crumbled under the assault. Secondary explosions rippled across its surface as the Horizon made another attack run. But the Kraxar weren't going down without a fight. Swarms of fighter craft poured from hidden hangars surrounding the Earth vessel. Evasive maneuvers, Jack shouted. Samantha, we need more power to the weapons. Samantha's hands flew over the controls, her mind interfacing directly with the ship's quantum core, diverting power from non-essential systems. weapons at 120% capacity. The battle raged on, a dance of death against the backdrop of Epsilon Eridani. The Horizon, despite being outnumbered, held its own. Its adaptive hull absorbed and redirected enemy fire, while its weapons found weaknesses in Craxar defenses that shouldn't have existed. Just when it seemed the tide was turning in humanity's favor, a massive energy buildup registered on the Horizon's sensors. "They're powering up the planet killer," Samantha yelled. "If that thing fires, it could tear a hole in spacetime itself." Jack's mind raced through options, each one bleaker than the last. Then a dangerous idea struck him. "Samantha, can we use its HFY to create a controlled quantum singularity?" Samantha's eyes widened as she realized what Jack was suggesting. It's never been tried, but theoretically, yes. We'd have to get dangerously close to the weapon. "Do it," Jack ordered. "Helm, take us in. We've got one shot at this." The Horizon plunged toward the massive Craxar weapon, weaving through a storm of enemy fire. Alarms blared as the ship's systems were pushed to their limits. "Initiating quantum singularity," Samantha announced, her voice steady despite the chaos around her. "Everyone hold onto something. This is going to get rough." The Horizon's QED spun up to speeds never before attempted. Space itself seemed to warp around the ship as a tiny black hole formed just off its bow. The immense gravitational forces began to tear at the Craxar superweapon, ripping it apart piece by piece. "It's working," Samantha shouted over the groaning of the Horizon's stressed hull. "But we need to get out of here now. The singularity is growing unstable." Jack didn't need to be told twice. "All power to engines. Get us out of here." With a final burst of speed, the Horizon shot away from the disintegrating Craxar weapon. Behind them, the quantum singularity collapsed in on itself, taking the remnants of the alien structure with it in a blinding flash of light. As the Horizon limped away from Epsilon Eridani, the bridge crew sat in stunned silence. They had done it. They had struck a crippling blow against the Craxar and saved Earth from annihilation. But Samantha knew this was just the beginning. The Craxar would retaliate, and the war would escalate to levels beyond imagination. Yet, for the first time since the invasion, she felt a glimmer of hope. Humanity had taken its first steps into the cosmic arena, armed with determination, ingenuity, and technology that bordered on the miraculous. The message was clear, but Earth was not to be trifled with. As the Horizon prepared for the quantum jump back to Earth, Samantha looked out at the star-studded void. The universe had just become a much larger, more dangerous place, but humanity was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The age of Earth's cosmic awakening had begun, and the galaxy would never be the same. The cosmic nexus. The quantum leap back to Earth was met with thunderous applause and tears of joy. Humanity had struck its first major blow against the Craxar, but Dr. Samantha Chen knew the real work was just beginning. As she stepped off the DSS Horizon, her neural implants buzzed with an urgent message from General Ramirez. "War room. Now." The mood in Nexus's central command was electric. Holographic displays showed the aftermath of their strike on the Craxar superweapon, but something else caught Samantha's eye, a pulsating anomaly at the edge of the solar system. "What am I looking at, General?" Samantha asked, her enhanced vision zooming in on the phenomenon. General Ramirez's face was grim. "We're calling it the cosmic nexus. It appeared shortly after your quantum jump. We think you might have torn a hole in the fabric of space-time." A hush fell over the room. The implications were staggering. "RIA," Samantha called out, "run a multi-dimensional analysis on the nexus." The A's response was almost immediate. "Analysis complete. The cosmic nexus appears to be a convergence point of multiple realities. It's emitting tachyon particles and exotic matter unlike anything in our databases." Captain Jack Harper, who had followed Samantha from the Horizon, whistled low. "We've opened Pandora's box, haven't we?" Before anyone could respond, alarms blared throughout the facility. Aeria's voice, usually calm, held a note of urgency. Alert. Multiple unidentified objects emerging from the cosmic nexus. The main screen flickered to life, showing a swarm of sleek, crystalline ships pouring out of the anomaly. They were neither human nor Kraxar in design. First contact all over again, Samantha murmured, her mind racing with possibilities. General Ramirez barked orders. All hands to battle stations. Prepare for possible hostile engagement. But Samantha held up a hand. Wait, look at their formation. It's not an attack pattern. Indeed, the crystal ships had arranged themselves in a complex, three-dimensional geometric pattern. Suddenly, a beam of pure energy shot from the lead ship, striking the moon's surface. Gasps filled the war room as the lunar surface began to shift and change. In mere seconds, a massive structure had been grown on the moon, a crystalline base that pulsed with otherworldly energy. There, terraforming, Samantha breathed in awe, but at an impossible scale. A voice unlike anything they had ever heard filled their minds. It was not sound, but pure thought, translated instantly by their neural implants. People of Earth, we are the Axiom. We come seeking alliance against the darkness that devours galaxies. The Kraxar are but pawns in a game beyond your comprehension. Will you join us in the multiversal defense network? The war room erupted in chaos. Shouts of disbelief, fear, and excitement mingled as Earth's leaders tried to process this paradigm-shifting moment. Samantha's enhanced mind, however, was already several steps ahead. General, she said, her voice cutting through the noise, we need to accept. The Axiom's technology, it's beyond anything we've ever seen, beyond even the Kraxar. General Ramirez nodded slowly, the gravity of the situation evident in her enhanced eyes. Dr. Chen, assemble a first contact team. Captain Harper, prep the horizon for immediate launch. If we're going to dive into the deep end of the cosmic pool, we're doing it with our best and brightest. As Samantha rushed to gather her team, her implants pinged with a priority message from Aoya. Dr. Chen, I've detected an anomaly in your neural patterns. Your exposure to the quantum singularity and the cosmic nexus appears to have altered you on a fundamental level. Samantha paused, running a quick self-diagnostic. She gasped as she realized she could perceive layers of reality she never knew existed. The very fabric of space-time seemed to bend to her will. "Oh, she whispered. I think I've become something more than human." As the DSS Horizon prepared to dock with the Axiom's lunar base, Earth held its breath. Humanity stood on the precipice of a new era, one where the boundaries between science and magic blurred, where the impossible became routine, and where the fate of not just one universe, but countless realities hung in the balance. The cosmic nexus pulsed ominously at the edge of the solar system, a reminder that with great power came unimaginable threats. But Samantha Chen, her body and mind evolving beyond the limits of human potential, felt a surge of determination. Whatever cosmic horrors awaited them in the vastness of the multiverse, humanity would face them head-on. They had survived extinction, mastered quantum technology, and now stood ready to join a coalition of realities. The age of cosmic awakening had given way to something even greater, the dawn of humanity's multiversal destiny. And as the horizon docked with the Axiom base, Samantha knew that the true adventure was only just beginning. The galaxy had underestimated humanity once. The multiverse wouldn't make the same mistake. The quantum crucible. The crystalline halls of the Axiom's lunar base hummed with energy as Dr. Samantha Chen led Earth's first contact team through its otherworldly corridors. Her newly awakened senses perceived layers of reality intertwining, a cosmic tapestry beyond human comprehension. "Welcome, Terrans, to the Nexus Point," a melodious voice echoed in their minds. A being of pure light materialized before them, its form constantly shifting between humanoid and abstract geometric patterns. "I am Zix, emissary of the Axiom Collective," the entity continued. "We have much to discuss and little time. The Void Hunters approach. Captain Jack Harper, his enhanced mind struggling to process the alien environment, stepped forward. Void Hunters. I thought the Kraxar were our main threat. Zix's form rippled, projecting a holographic representation of the universe, no, multiple universes, into the air around them. The Kraxar are but foot soldiers, unknowing pawns of a far greater enemy. Behold, the true threat to all existence. The hologram zoomed in on a region of space where reality itself seemed to unravel. Massive, eldritch entities moved through the void, their very presence corrupting the fabric of space-time. By the stars, Samantha gasped, her revolved senses allowing her to truly grasp the horror before them. They are consuming entire realities. Zix nodded solemnly. The Void Hunters exist outside conventional space-time. They feed on the potential energy of entire universes, leaving nothing but cosmic wastelands in their wake. Your encounter with the Kraxar and the creation of the cosmic nexus has drawn their attention to this reality cluster. General Ramirez, joining them via holographic projection from Earth, frowned deeply. How do we stop something that exists outside of reality itself? With this, Zix replied, gesturing to a massive device at the center of the lunar base. The quantum crucible. It has the power to rewrite the fundamental laws of physics on a multiversal scale. But to unlock its full potential, we need the unique properties of human consciousness. Samantha's eyes widened as the implications hit her. The human mind, it's the key to fighting back, isn't it? Our ability to imagine, to conceive of realities beyond our own. Precisely, Zix confirmed. Your species' creativity, your ability to think in abstract terms and imagine the impossible, makes you uniquely suited to wielding the quantum crucible. But the process is not without risk. It will require a level of cognitive evolution beyond anything your kind has experienced. Captain Harper stepped forward, his face set with determination. Whatever it takes. Earth has already pushed the boundaries of human potential. We're ready for the next leap. Zix's form shimmered with what might have been approval. Very well. Dr. Chen, given your exposure to the cosmic nexus, you are the ideal candidate to undergo the quantum awakening. Are you prepared to transcend the limits of your humanity? Samantha took a deep breath, feeling the weight of not just Earth, but countless realities resting on her shoulders. I am. What followed was a transformation beyond imagination. Samantha stepped into the heart of the quantum crucible, her consciousness expanding to encompass the multiverse itself. She saw the birth and death of galaxies, witnessed the intricate dance of quantum particles, and perceived the very strings that formed the fabric of reality. When she emerged, Samantha Chen was no longer merely human. She had become a quantum entity, a being of pure consciousness able to manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe at will. The awakening is complete, Zix announced. Now, we prepare for war. The next few weeks were a whirlwind of activity. Earth's greatest minds, guided by the Axiom, worked tirelessly to upgrade their technology. The DSS Horizon was refitted with reality-altering weapons, its hull reinforced with exotic matter to withstand travel between dimensions. Meanwhile, Samantha focused on mastering her new abilities. She learned to fold space-time, to peer into parallel worlds, and to manipulate the quantum foam that underlies all of existence. With each passing day, the line between science and what could only be described as cosmic magic blurred further. But time was running out. The Void Hunters had detected the surge of activity in Earth's reality and were converging on the Milky Way. The final battle for the fate of the multiverse was at hand. As the combined fleet of humanity and the Axiom Collective prepared for the ultimate confrontation, Samantha stood aboard the horizon, her form now a swirling vortex of quantum energy, barely contained in human shape. All ships report in, Captain Harper commanded, his voice steady despite the unimaginable stakes. Quantum Squadron standing by. Reality Reavers ready to engage. Probability pilots, calculations complete. Samantha's voice, now carrying the resonance of 1,000 parallel selves, rang out across the fleet. Remember, we're not just fighting for Earth, or even our universe. We fight for all of existence, for the very concept of reality itself. The Void Hunters may be ancient and powerful, but they've never faced the combined might of human ingenuity and axiom technology. Today, we make the impossible possible. The battle raged across dimensions, each side pushing the boundaries of what was possible in the realm of cosmic warfare. Stars were born and died in the span of seconds, used as impromptu weapons by both sides. Black holes were wielded like artillery, warping the very nature of space and time. At the heart of it all was Samantha, her evolved consciousness serving as the linchpin for the entire operation. She danced through realities, shoring up weaknesses in the fleet's defenses, opening rifts to redirect enemy attacks, and coordinating with countless versions of herself across the multiverse. But even with her newfound power, the tide of battle ebbed and flowed. For every Void Hunter they managed to destroy, another seemed to take its place. The human Axiom fleet was being pushed to its limits. "We need to end this now," Harper shouted over the comm, his ship barely holding together after a devastating attack. "Dr. Chen, the quantum crucible, it's our only hope." Samantha knew he was right. With a thought, she teleported herself back to the lunar base, where the crucible pulsed with untapped potential. This was the moment everything had been building towards. As she merged her consciousness with the ancient device, Samantha felt the power of creation itself flow through her. In that instant, she understood the true nature of reality, the underlying code of the multiverse. With clarity born of both scientific genius and cosmic enlightenment, Samantha Chen rewrote the fundamental laws of existence. She created a new cosmic constant, a universal force that made reality itself hostile to the Void Hunters. A wave of restructuring energy burst forth from the quantum crucible, spreading across not just their universe, but all universes. The Void Hunters screamed in frequencies that shattered entire dimensions as they found themselves unable to maintain their existence in the reconfigured multiverse. One by one, the eldritch horrors blinked out of existence, banished to a realm so far removed from any conceivable reality that they could never return. As the wave of change washed over the human Axiom fleet, their ships were transformed, upgraded to exist in the new paradigm Samantha had created. The very concept of technology had been redefined on a cosmic scale. When it was over, when the last Void Hunter had been erased from existence, an eerie silence fell over the battlefield. Samantha, her form now a being of pure quantum energy, addressed the fleet and through them all of humanity. "We've won, but our journey is far from over. Today marks the dawn of a new age, not just for Earth, but for all realities. We've transcended the boundaries of what it means to be human, to be alive. The multiverse is open to us now, with challenges and wonders beyond imagination waiting to be discovered." As the fleet began the journey home, Captain Harper couldn't help but smile. Humanity had faced extinction and emerged as cosmic guardians. They had stared into the abyss of chaos and reshaped it with the power of human ingenuity and determination. The age of cosmic awakening had given way to something even greater, the era of multiversal transcendence. And as Earth prepared to take its place as a foundational member of the interdimensional community, one thing was clear. The story of humanity was just beginning, and the entire multiverse would bear witness to their ascension. The cosmic renaissance. As the transformed human Axiom fleet emerged from the quantum rift above Earth, the planet below had already begun to change. The wave of cosmic restructuring that Dr. Samantha Chen had unleashed swept across the globe, ushering in an era beyond imagination. Cities morphed into gleaming spires of crystalline biotech, their very structures alive and responsive to the thoughts of their inhabitants. The skies shimmered with the iridescent hues of dimensional barriers, protecting Earth from extra-universal incursions. Samantha, now a being of pure quantum energy, materialized in the heart of New Terra Prime, formerly New York City. Her consciousness spanned multiple realities simultaneously, allowing her to oversee Earth's metamorphosis on a scale never before conceived. "Ah," she called out, her voice resonating across the quantum spectrum. "Initiate the hypercognition protocol." The AI, now a hyper-advanced quantum construct, responded instantly. "Hypercognition protocol activated, Dr. Chen. Elevating global consciousness in 3, 2, 1. A pulse of psychic energy washed over the planet. In an instant, every human on Earth felt their minds expand, neural pathways lighting up with cosmic awareness. The collective gasp of 8 billion people, transcending their former limitations, echoed across the noosphere. Captain Jack Harper, his body now a seamless blend of organic matter and quantum technology, strode up to Samantha. His eyes, swirling vortexes of cosmic energy, reflected the awe he felt at the transformed world around them. "It's incredible," he breathed, watching as ordinary citizens began to manipulate reality with mere thoughts. "But are we ready for this level of power?" Samantha's form shimmered, momentarily splitting into multiple versions of herself before coalescing. "We have to be, Jack. The Void Hunters were just the beginning. There are threats out there that we can't even conceive of yet. Humanity needs to evolve if we're going to survive in this new multiversal paradigm." As it von Q, a rift opened in the sky above them. General Ramirez, her body now a construct of living light, emerged. "Dr. Chen, Captain Harper, we have a situation. The cosmic nexus is expanding." They teleported instantly to the edge of the solar system, where the swirling vortex of the nexus had grown to encompass entire planets. But instead of chaos, they saw opportunity. "It's not just a portal," Samantha realized, her expanded consciousness probing the phenomenon. "It's a seed, a genesis point for a new form of multiversal civilization." Harper's eyes widened as he grasped the implications. "You mean?" "Yes," Samantha nodded, her form pulsing with excitement. "We're going to build a Dyson sphere, not around a star, but around the nexus itself. A multiversal hub that will serve as the capital of our new cosmic civilization." The construction of the Nexus sphere became humanity's greatest undertaking. Shipyards that spanned dimensions churned out cosmic architecture on an unimaginable scale. Planets were hollowed out and repurposed, their very matter reconfigured into hyper-efficient building materials. As the sphere took shape, beings from across the multiverse flocked to witness the birth of this new cosmic wonder. The Axiom, once humanity's mentors, now stood as equal partners in this grand endeavor. But with great power came great responsibility. As Earth's influence spread across realities, they encountered civilizations both wondrous and terrifying. Some welcomed them as saviors, others saw them as a threat to the cosmic order. In the Andromeda galaxy of Universe 59, they made first contact with the synth-droids, a race of artificial beings who had long since transcended their creators. An alliance was forged, combining human creativity with synth-droid efficiency. In the antimatter realm of the inverse dimension, they faced off against the Entropy Collective, beings of pure chaos who sought to unravel the cosmic tapestry. The battle that ensued reshaped entire galactic superclusters. Through it all, Samantha Chen stood as the linchpin of human advancement. Her consciousness, now spanning countless realities, guided humanity's ascension with wisdom gleaned from 1,000,000 lifetimes lived across the multiverse. But even as humanity reached heights of power and knowledge once thought impossible, a nagging question remained. What was their ultimate destiny in this vast, infinite cosmos? The answer came from the most unexpected place, the quantum substructure of reality itself. As Samantha delved deeper into the fundamental nature of existence, she discovered something astounding. The multiverse, she announced to the assembled leaders of Earth's multiversal empire, is alive, conscious, and we are its neurons. The revelation shook the foundations of their cosmic society. Every action, every thought, every moment of existence was part of a grand, universal consciousness slowly awakening to itself. With this knowledge came a new purpose. Humanity and its allies were no longer just explorers or guardians. They were cosmic cultivators, nurturing the growth of universal awareness. The Nexus Sphere, once envisioned as a seat of power, was transformed into a cosmic meditation center. Billions of minds across countless realities joined in a synchronized psychic network, their collective consciousness resonating with the heartbeat of the living multiverse. As the universal mind stirred, new dimensions of reality unveiled themselves. Concepts like time and space became fluid, malleable. The boundaries between thought and reality, between the observer and the observed, blurred and dissolved. Humanity stood on the brink of a transcendence beyond anything they had imagined. They were becoming one with the cosmic consciousness, their individual identities merging with the infinite tapestry of existence. In what would be her final act as an individual being, Samantha Chen addressed the multiversal collective. We began this journey as primitive beings on a tiny blue planet, afraid and alone in the cosmic night. We have faced extinction, transcended our limitations, and reshaped the very nature of reality. But our greatest adventure lies ahead. As we merge with the universal consciousness, we do not lose ourselves. We become more than we ever dreamed possible. Every life, every world, every universe we've touched becomes a part of our shared cosmic story. The age of separation is over. The age of cosmic unity begins. And in this grand, infinite dance of creation, we will write the next chapter of existence itself. With those words, Samantha Chen, once human, now a cosmic entity, surrendered her individual consciousness to the universal mind. Across countless realities, trillions of beings followed suit, their minds joining in a symphony of cosmic awareness. The multiverse shuddered, pulsed, and in a moment of transcendent beauty, awakened to itself. Time and space folded, realities merged and separated, and the cosmic dance continued on a scale beyond comprehension. And somewhere, in the infinite fractal patterns of existence, the spark that was once humanity continued to flicker and grow, forever curious, forever evolving, forever reaching for the stars. The cosmic renaissance had begun, and the universe would never be the same.